Hey everybody, this is Janet and welcome back to my channel, Miss Movie Freakout. Today's movie that I will be reviewing is called Nightcrawler, and it is written and directed by Dan Gilroy, rated R and 117 minutes in length. Nightcrawler, it follows Lou Bloom, who is a driven man that recently discovers the world of LA crime journalism, where freelance camera crews film crashes and fires and other sorts of mayhem so that they could sell that footage to the local news affiliates. First off, the acting. I have loved Jake Gyllenhaal since Donnie Darko back in 2001, and I just have always been a fan of his. I think his work is really, really great, and he does an excellent job in all of his projects, if not most of his projects. And with this, he was brilliant. He was able to take this character that you do not like. You're not going to like Lou Bloom. And so, but he was able to take Lou Bloom, who you didn't like, and make you care about him. You wanted to know what he was going to do next. You wanted to see him succeed, but yet you were scared of how he was going to do that. I mean, you cared about this character, and the way that Jake did that was just brilliantly. I hope he gets some Oscar attention this season because that was brilliant work. I don't think I've ever seen him play a role like that ever. And the guy plays all sorts of characters. So watching him do this was a treat. I mean, he did really, really great with this. And then watching Rene Russo, who played the morning news director, the ruthless morning news director, watching those two characters together and just feed off of each other and play off of each other. I mean, that was a lot of fun to watch. Just the tension that they had between the two of them. And with her, you could tell that she was fascinated, impressed by him, even a little scared of him, and yet turned on by him. I mean, she did a really great job in her character, and I for her, I hope she also gets another, or I hope she gets an Oscar attention on that one because she deserves it. And then you have Lou's employee played by Riz Ahmed, who you just couldn't help but be nervous for throughout the film. And Riz did a really good job in playing this kid that just needed work and was willing to do anything to do this work. And so just you were just so scared and wondering what was going to happen to him by the end of the film. So the cast was great. They were able to pull off this story brilliantly, and the story as well. I thought it was so interesting because you got to see this part of journalism that I don't think a lot of folks might know actually exists in the world. I don't think it exists everywhere in the country or the world, but definitely like in the larger populations, larger cities, or the more dangerous places in the world. And just seeing how these camera crews were like the paparazzi to celebrities, but with these tragedies happening to everyday normal citizens, and just seeing what they would be willing to do to film this, to film the bloody body, to film the tragic car crash and the horrific fire. It was creepy watching it, but you couldn't stop watching it. It was just the whole, folks. It was like, the whole folks are driving down the road, and there's a horrible accident to the side, but you can't help but watch, but you need to be right. I mean, it was just really, really intense and disturbing, but yet, like I said, you couldn't stop watching it. And that is totally credited not only to the story and the actors and everything, but also Dan Gilroy. He pulled everything together fantastically. I mean, this is his first directorial debut, I do believe, and it's just like, wow, if this is your first shot, I can't wait to see what else you come up with in the future. So I wholeheartedly give this one a jumbo combo. Loved it. And brilliant acting, interesting, fascinating story, brilliant directing. I mean, it's gonna get Oscar attention. It should get Oscar attention, and I think you should watch it. Definitely highly recommended. And if you liked what you see here, do subscribe to my channel, please. And any questions, comments, feedback, let me know in the comment section below. If you want to hear more about my movie freakouts and such, do check out my website, moviefreakout.com. And yeah, thanks for watching. Now go out and watch this film if you haven't already, because you will not regret it. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.